thing. Love lived out is the only way to do it. The ground of being, Spirit God, in whom we live and move and have our being, is a great concept. I love that evocative image of God. But most of us are like the kid who complained to his mother, we need God with skin on him or on her. We need God's love to be embodied in some way that we can see and touch and feel and hear. And that's what we see in Jesus. And once you've seen that love in someone, once you've seen that love in him, you can't not see it anymore. You see it in the determination of Ruth to stay with Naomi in today's scriptures. You see it in the idea of caring for the orphan and the widow and the orphans and widows in the psalm. You see it in Mary's determination to be close to her son at the foot of the cross at the end of his life. You see it in the lives of the saints through the ages, all those who have tried to follow Jesus by letting the light of God's love flow through their flesh, their words, their touch, their presence, their lives. Our remembrance of those who have gone before us on All Saints' Day is not simply an act of nostalgia. We remember them because they are the ones who showed us what love looks like. What God's love looks like in a human, yes, all too human life. We're not saying they were perfect, just that we saw God's love in them, that they showed us what it looks like in some way. We remember them to be reminded what such love might look like in our lives. As I think of those we remember from our memorial garden today, just to name a few at random, I see that love made real in Jim Lyle's passion and care for his students, in Claudia Allison reading to children, and Steve Scarborough singing just for the heck of it, for nothing, as often as possible. I see that love in Ken Wenzel listening deeply for the truth in another person's heart to help them hear it too. I see it in Stan Lusby's passion for knowledge and Beryl Lusby's kindness. I see it in Kathy Lindquist and her love and care for the environment, and in Art James and his protection and care for the children in our congregation. Let's just take a moment again to think of those who are on your mind and heart today and remember some concrete way they embodied life and love for you. You see, sisters and brothers, love is never some abstract, disembodied concept. It comes to us in the flesh. The words, the touch, the presence, the lives of other people. Today we remember them to honor them and thank them, but also to be reminded that now it is our turn. Our turn to embody Christ's compassion, God's love toward one another, toward our neighbors, toward the least of our brothers and sisters in concrete, down-to-earth ways in our all-too-human lives. Often when we might think we're least capable of doing it. Ringed by this cloud of witnesses divine, we still feebly struggle while they in glory shine in our memories. Yet in your love, O God, our faithful lives entwine. Alleluia, alleluia.